What's up, everybody? So in the last episode you guys saw, we managed to get the transmission completely rebuilt. Everything should be good on it now. It seems to function just fine. It goes in all the gears like it's supposed to. We won't know 100% until we actually get this in the car. But before I actually throw this in the car, I want to go ahead and clean this transmission up a little bit further. I know a while back ago, Luke and I managed to get the transmission all cleaned up. We went ahead, pressure washed it, degreased it, so it's actually in pretty good shape. The only thing I want to do is sand it down and respray it, just because I want to have that nice, clean, silver look on it. And it's out of the car, so we might as well go and do that. We already did the subframe. That already looks good. You guys can see it sitting back there. So I want to do that to the transmission, as well as a few other little pieces that I have laying around here. We have this shift linkage bracket here, some of these little mounts and stuff here, as well as some of the pieces that's in this box here. So I figure let's go ahead and do that today, get it all cleaned up, and make it look nice before I actually throw it into the Civic. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and scuff it up. I have a whole roll of 320 grit sandpaper here. Just going to scuff up the surface, and then once we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and mask it all off. Okay, so we just managed to get the transmission all sanded up. That took quite some time. It made quite a mess. You guys can see here my table is now all dirty, as well as the transmission. There's like a lot of dust and stuff. So we're gonna need to go through and definitely go back with some wax and grease remover, clean all that dust and stuff off of it. But if you guys ever do this job, a wire wheel, as you guys can see there, definitely comes in handy. Sandpaper works, but it's very time consuming. And as far as like this transmission goes, it's not going to be perfect by any means. I just want it to look nice before we actually put it in the car. That's why we're doing all this. So the next step up to do is go ahead and mask off everything that can't have paint on it, such as like these seals, these sensors, these rubber boots and stuff here. So we'll go ahead, get it all masked off next, and then we should be good to paint. Alright, so now you guys can see here, I went ahead, got everything masked off. So we got the covers for the differential, we got the sensor here, I got that little tag kind of covered up, as well as all these like little rubber boots and stuff that are here, this sensor, and also where like the starter would go, slave cylinder, any of that stuff is all masked up. And I also went ahead, cleaned up each one of these little brackets here. Not entirely sure if I'm going to need all of them, but I figure since I have them, might as well go and spray those too, just so we get everything done in one go, and have it all looking nice. Now the color that we're going to be using is this silver color here. You guys can kind of see by the color of the cap, but I think this will look good, especially for the transmission. Cleaned it up a lot, so I guess let's go and start painting. Well, I just managed to get the transmission completely done. It's got 3 coats of paint on it now, and I gotta say, it looks so much better. When you guys saw it, it was just kind of, you know, just the basic coats or whatever. When you get it completely done, you guys can see here just how clean and nice it looks. So I went ahead, took all of our masking tape off, and it just looks so much better. Way cleaner than what it did before. I can't wait to actually get this in the Civic. But yeah, I'll give you guys kind of a little bit of a walk around here so you guys can see everything. Yeah, it looks so good. And then here's all the brackets and stuff that I sprayed. These all look really good too. Some of the stuff like this and this one here, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to need. I know like these go to the transmission. That's like for the shift linkage. Same thing with that. So all that stuff we'll need. But yeah, now that this has been sprayed, it's going to be just like the subframe. We got to wait a few days for this to actually set up and cure. I believe the can said like 7 days. So we got a little time on our hands to wait on that to dry. And I guess with that being said, the next video that I'd like to do is start working on the Civic itself, bring it in here, and start tearing it apart. I made kind of a mistake by setting it here. I don't know if we'll have enough room to work with this table and transmission setup here. So we may do something with Luke's truck, but if not, look forward for the next video. We're actually working on the Civic and getting that all tore apart. So stay tuned. But otherwise, if you guys like the way the transmission turned out and like the way it looks, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see the finish of this transmission swap, and I'll see you guys in the next one.